on it, I'm on it, I'm on the strip.
Boy beats.
I'm on it,
Man, I told y'all niggas y'all ain't ready, man. We can't be stopped.
On the strip.
Don't worry,
We back. Kicking it with Gamilliah G.
Yes.
More of the show podcast.
All day.
But we were just talking, we were off camera. We was like, we gonna run this shit back a little bit because we were just speaking about the...
My lovely plant I bring in.
Right.
This one is a blueberry. Dad, you could have helped us. It's down my leg. My arms ain't that damn long.
I ain't gonna break nothing. I'm high.
So this is blueberry. Me and my homegirl actually went to a 420 event and we made a joke about it. And she was like, I want to start a business, friend. You know, I've been watching you and you doing real good, friend. What can I do? And I told her, go buy a plant. She was like, what? Go buy a plant. What? Now, kid you, I am definitely not the planner. I ain't about to play in no dirt. So I'm looking at her like, go buy a plant. So anybody knows things about my friends that we jokingly do stuff. Like we do random shit and just don't care. So she went and bought a plant. I was like, oh my gosh, she bought this plant. I got nervous because I know I don't have a green thumb. So in my head, it's like, damn, I done told my friend, I done geeked her up, she done bought this plant. Now I'm stuck. If something happened, I gotta come through like save a woman and get this plant. No. So she like, okay, I got it, now what? I'm like, well shit, you want another one? I'll go half with you. She like, all right. I'm like, oh fuck, I done got myself into this shit. I don't know how to get out. I call my mom. I always call my mom. My mom is my 911 FYI. I call my mom like, Mom, she done bought 2 plants, what we gonna do? She like, it's okay, you know, it's legal, it's cool. I'm like, oh God. So, you know, we Googling and everything. So we come into my third partner. He's a grower. He's been growing for like 30 years now. He has over 60 strands, which I love it. We link up with him and he like, yeah, okay, this is what you do, whoop-de-whoop. So we get a bright idea like, oh no, let's clone, what you mean cloning? So I feel like this. Now, we're all smart here. If, like I was telling him off camera, if I like high class weed, most weeds nowadays go from what? You lucky to get a $20 eighth. That's because somebody really love you or the weed is trash nowadays. Most eighths go for like $30, $40, $50, $60. I know some eighths go for $60 and that's okay because it's great.
That's
weed.
really like the real normal cost.
Exactly. If you want to smoke and you're a good smoker, you're going to go for high quality stuff, not low end. But it's okay. Everybody started where I'm not, you know, throwing shade. So if let's say 5 days a week I'm smoking this $80 eighth, right? Let's do the math. It's $450, $480, something like that. So with that cost, now let's say I break that down, right? I humble myself. Now I spend $400 and something on the eighth in 5 days. When that same plant, which I can go get a clone from somewhere for $50, and I can smoke under my bare minimum of like a $40
Not to
weed for a
mention
couple
the
months.
weekend weed.
Exactly, you still need it. So if I humble myself and go buy a $40 or $30, which puts more money in my pocket, and how many months one way you think our plant is gonna be a plant? Because we don't know if it's an auto or a regular. Auto grow every 60 days, right? Something like that. This is my first time, guys. I'm really not a grower. I'm learning as we're all learning together with the laws changing. But you know, about 30 days is an auto, 60 days is an auto. Regular plants take about what?
Is that a male or female?
90
days.
Females, you always want a female. Male will kill it. It'll be like key. They pollinate things. They fuck up. But it's okay. We love our males. You know, we gotta get them somewhere. But it's a female. Every female grows nice things. Let's say you can get 3 pounds off a tree. 2.
Depends on how long you let it bed.
Depends on how you growing it also. Because I didn't see some shit coming up in here. I didn't see a lot with different growers. But back to what I was trying to say. So let's say we spending $400 a week on weed because we like $80 weed. I'm sure everybody can contest to this.
Right.
Now, my plant that I know Broadway said 90 days, 4 months is going to be a bush with some weed on it, right? So that whole time I humble myself. Well, okay, 2 months.
3.
I told y'all. Okay, let's say 3 months. In 3 months. 3 months we have a nice tree. We have buds. We have about a pound and a half. For 3 months, guess what? I got extra money. For 3 months, guess what? I got me a Gucci bag. I took my kids on trips. I wasn't spending less with my habit because now guess what? I done cut out the middleman. Now guess what? I got my own plant. Now guess what? I make all my own products. And I saved myself, a couple bands. Because we all like selling weed. So you can do that with yourself.
Right.
Invest in yourself. You smoke weed,
You
go
put
buy a
that in
plant.
the fish tank.
It's legal.
Right there.
It's 12 plants to one person. Go buy a plant. Nobody says you gotta sell it. I mean, if Broadway, you wanna come smoke a blunt, okay, just go pick one off the tree.
Hey, sure.
Yeah, you can do that. Become your own dispensary. Save your money. You're cutting them out. You're going to a dispensary. What the hell are they putting in that weed? It has to get tested. Okay, so they monopolized it. They took it out of the black community because we the people that only smoke weed. That's a lie because I know white niggas that get hella high.
That's who I initiated it with first.
Exactly,
like,
the white
in
people.
your mind, you think of anything about drugs.
But
I
it
don't know
comes from
why.
India.
Exactly.
I always thought the white motherfuckers being drug motherfuckers on drugs.
India.
They do, but they always say what the pills is for the white, the weed is for the black.
Yeah.
But national, everybody do everything, so you can't say black people do this or white people do this. No,
Yeah, nowadays.
it's just now being okay because what? You people dying, y'all getting high, y'all OD. We didn't.
We was scared.
We was scared to do
We
drugs.
was
Now
scared.
drugs.
But I remember,
I ain't doing no
I
LSD.
remember, when I thought of shit like that, or if I think of something like that, still to this day, my mind don't necessarily go to black people like that. Like, even though everybody, it's like I look at it in a massive sense.
Right.
But when I think about today, you know what I'm saying? But when normally, like, from some shit I've seen, I would associate it like with white boys, because I don't see, like, you see crackheads when we was growing up and shit.
Yeah.
But that was an everybody problem too. But when I seen white boys that be on the weed
Because you
smoking,
ain't grow up in
just
their
like
areas. If you
like
grew up in
niggas,
poor
like
areas,
niggas be like they
you
say
was
black
like
people smoke
crackheads.
weed. But I see white people did the shit too, because that's why you think of bong. When I see a bong, I think of white dudes. I see, just certain shit. I think of
Yeah,
white
because you
dudes.
don't see no
You know,
Because
Black
them the first ones I seen doing the shit.
Hey,
So
but
I
you know
don't-
what? They got a different thought than like that we got. Like we smoke weed at the house. We smoke weed on the way to where the fuck we going. They smoke weed at the house. And then they get their bong and then they drive to where they at and then they smoke to where they at. They don't smoke the bong and shit in the car and all that. I'm gonna smoke to where I get. So that's why predominantly African Americans, we get pulled over for weed. And they don't, you know what I'm saying? Because I'll smoke when I get
Right.
We do it different.
Right.
We
yeah.
do it different, but I mean, they didn't want to legalize it until they started seeing how much we were making money off of it. So
No, it's
they
because
didn't
it's a
legalize it. They
medicine.
figured out how they can confiscate their
No,
sales and make money off
No,
of it.
it wasn't that. It was because so many people they protested it. You know what I'm saying? This is a medicine. You know what I'm saying? My daughter needs this, and she ain't smoking it. It's injected into her. You know what I'm saying? But she got to go all the way to India to get it. You know what I'm saying? They come all the way to Ohio. So they was like, okay, we need to. We have to sit up there and legalize it because everybody ain't doing it for recreation. So that's why they said, okay, you get the leisure card. You know what I'm saying? But motherfuckers are smoking it anyway. You know what I'm saying? It ain't a drug is not illegal until people take advantage of it. You know what I'm saying? Cocaine was an
That's why
actual
therapists and
drug.
all that.
You know what I'm saying? Laughing gas. That was an actual drug, and we gotta kill that because people use it and they take
I never
advantage of it.
understood that neither because I never laughed off of it. The 2 times I had it, I
Yeah.
never laughed off of it.
Deep down.
Yeah, getting my teeth done. Like I used to be like laughing gas. Okay, I'm about to be laughing all day. I never
Dentists
laughed.
would get addicted to it, and then they pulling the wrong teeth out your mouth and shit. You know,
Hey,
that's how
you remember Steve Martin on Little Shop of Horrors?
Yeah, some of that right there.
No, for real. But again, I just feel like now since the world has opened up, everybody should have a clone. It'll help you save on your money. Then you become your own distributor. If you want to do that, that's on you. That ain't got
You
shit
ain't
to do
gotta
with
risk
me.
your life with the cartel.
You ain't gotta do all that no more. They changing the game. They opening the door. But again, you have some people that go to dispensaries, but you don't know what you're smoking at the dispensary. You don't.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know what you're getting because it's been tested, it's been fondled, it's been played with. Okay, now boom, we got it. Now here come dum because they gonna buy it.
But
When you know.
said rinse. If I got some rinse, rinse is a good strand too.
It is. It's a very good strand.
And I remember when I be checking this shit sometimes. When people be say something about weed to me, I be checking the names and shit they be saying. Like, man, yeah, right, that ain't real. Fake ass.
Listen,
weed.
I didn't know it was a weed plant called kombucha. I didn't know it was a gutzilla. I didn't know it was a blue skunk. I've learned
heard
so
this
much.
stuff, but
I've
not
never
because of-
heard of.
But I always used to get the high times back in the day, so I still be
Okay.
going on the website.
The government owns like 150 like different strands of weed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I was talking about that. What if you put a rose plant, a bud in there with the marijuana bud in it, and see what you come up with? Whatever the fuck I come up with, whatever the fuck I name it, is what.
But
the
you
fuck
want to know
I
what's
name it.
crazy? In Ohio, the whites capitalize off of it because it's only 4 white families that have their weed.
And they got a lot of land, don't
And they
they?
have a lot of land.
That's what it
They
is.
have
You
enough.
already
But
got
like
the land.
I'm telling black people, the problem is everybody bands together but us. Let's talk about the real problem. That's the real problem. Everybody can band together. Can the 4 of us live in a house?
Everybody
together?
banding together. That's
But
a myth.
can we live in the house together?
Yeah,
Because somebody, your wife gonna think I'm fucking with you if I walk around the boy shorts. Then you got you and Tim on the couch lusting.
But you walk
okay, then
around
you got
in
your
some boy
homeboy.
shorts.
You just
Then you got you
just
coming in
made-
the house. I might really be sleeping with you, and they just be like, oh,
So
she's
that's
sleeping
a black issue because I watched Jerry Springer and everything you said was some white. I just thought of white.
But
Jerry
what I'm
Springer
saying
shows.
is,
That's
secretly,
everybody.
your wife don't want me there. Secretly,
That's everybody.
I'm for him, but then your girlfriend comes and I'm walking around the house with the body. Oh, she got too much body walking around like that. It becomes a problem. So then guess what? You
Somebody
gotta move
gonna
out.
say some shit.
You gotta move out. He got an attitude because he think I'm having sex with y'all now because they done put it in his head. It's a problem. Now guess what? We done fucked up the money. When Africans come in every month, they take about $400 out of their check and put it in the pot. So next month you up. Where you going? But guess what? You gotta take the rest of the people and then make them up and then they keep.
We already did that.
We can't do that.
When we left slavery, that's what we did. That's why it would be like 19 people in one house. We already did that. And then once we get out of that, we too bougie to do that now because we already been through our great-great-grandmothers. We already been through that. That's why when you see the
But the
new
world is
Mexican
coming back
come,
to it if
the
you
new
pay
Mexican,
attention.
if it's 19 of y'all in one house, but guess what? Once you start making money, it's so you can build up money, then you move out. Somebody
But
else
you know
move
what?
in straight from
But
Africa.
again,
Somebody else move in straight
Black
from
people
wherever.
can't do that.
We do that. We
Niggas-
already did that.
But niggas can't. Africans still do it.
You're poison.
Every culture does it, and it's like a culture thing.
Wrong.
But
But now that what y'all saying that,
What you saying is
that
right.
house, I was wondering who in that house right there on the corner at Running Hard. and
White people don't work together.
Studer, you know what I'm saying? And I was just wondering, like I was riding by and I seen trucks and shit. Then I seen like 3 dudes outside in a hoodie. But it was like, I thought ain't nobody lived there. Then I seen the sign was gone. House full of Mexicans.
yeah, there is.
Like
And
10 of them
we already
motherfuckers.
did that before. You know what I'm saying?
But the problem
We
is,
done that.
it needs to come back. Everybody's
No,
so worried
it
about the
don't.
past.
Because
Well, I don't know about
we're not
that
fresh
Mexican.
from slavery no
They just
more. Like if you're
like,
coming from
Latino.
dirt,
Your
nothing.
mentality is off,
That's when
bro.
you do. No, when Mexicans come, they come straight from Mexico with nowhere to go. We got you. You get on your feet, then you go out. If some other fresh Mexican come, then you help them out too. We already did that when people was coming from down south. You know what I'm saying? It was fresh out of slavery. We know that. Like it's so many people. Ask your great grandmother. It was 9 of them in one
But
bedroom.
what we saying
Always.
is you're
I'm gonna tell you this
never
right
gonna
here.
win
When
with
you
your
say-
mentality.
but when you keep saying black or white, I want you to look at Sears and Roebuck, 2 white people. What happened to y'all? Y'all at each other's neck. You know what I'm saying? Look at the founders, McDonald's story. Y'all dogged the fuck out of some other white people, so y'all took everything. It's,
Yeah, they take everything.
McDonald's don't give a fuck about Wendy's. Wendy's don't give a fuck about Burger King, but you're all white owned and shit, but y'all at each other's neck. I'ma outdo you. So when black people do it to each other, it ain't like this what we do, this what we in business is everybody. I'm not gonna merge with you. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I'm gonna do. So white people do the same shit. Hispanics, Mexican, it's business. So when black people do it, we say, we don't all get along. I'm not supposed to buy your food. I've been in your house, you got roaches. So why would I sit up there and do that and buy your food right here? And I'm supposed to sit up there and do this with you right here. And what if I don't like your product or your mannerisms or whatever? That's the reason why I'm not fucking with you. You know what I'm saying?
But
Or
it's
we
a
black
lie.
people will say it's because we black. No, because it's what y'all want. That's what it is.
So
it's like-
I've been guilty.
and white
of
people do
buying
it
products.
Presentation.
Yeah, white people
Exactly.
do it too.
I've been guilty of buying products. Like I go out to little pop-ups and I support, even though I might pass it off as a gift to somebody, but it's supporting something black people really. It's a lot. I'm gonna say this. Being in the game right now, having a black-owned company in any black-owned, it would be a lot because you go into different cities. Like Columbus, I'll tell you, I love y'all to death, but y'all are the hardest people to support. I go to Cleveland, I max out, might come home with 3 bands. I do a pop-up here, you might come out and see about 1,000 or something. It's some people that come out and don't see nothing. You don't even make your table back. That's sad. But then somebody can come in from Cleveland here and be like, oh, I made 5 racks. What?
Yeah.
But we don't show love to
Yeah.
ourselves or our city because everybody has that nigga mentality. Oh, it's me. No, let's team up. We would be so better. If you go to Atlanta, right? In Atlanta, I can walk around with a sheet-waisted shirt. Oh, where you get that shirt from? Let me buy that shirt. You black on? Yeah. Here, you can walk around with the shirt. Oh, that's cute. That's
And then
nice.
get away from you like that ugly ass shirt.
Exactly.
That bitch thinks she cute.
They do it all the time.
Shit.
Or why is it that I think, as a woman, I think it's beautiful to see a woman in a sundress hiking it up a little bit with a silhouette of a body. I'm like, yo, sis, you beautiful. Oh, well, you want to go on a date? What? No. Where'd you get? I just wanted to say, Queen, you gorgeous, you glowing. I don't know what you're going through, but I love it today. You know, speak life into you. It ain't about fucking.
You just hit on a gay girl though.
She don't have to be gay though.
I mean, if a bad bitch came up to you and was like, hey, I like your shirt right there. What's your name right there? Where you get that shirt from? She's hitting on you. You know what I'm saying? So you can be
But
like,
why do you gotta
yeah.
touch? You can say that
Yeah.
away.
You know
I
what
didn't
I'm
touch the woman. I'm saying, sis, look, you look beautiful. That's fine. But
And I
I think
pick
a
up
lot
on
of people do not know how to take when somebody says, oh, you beautiful. What? It's foreign.
I think a lot of people don't know. I was listening to something.
Oh, you supposed to say
speaking
thank
about
you.
how he don't. It was a cook speaking about how he take compliment. He don't know how to take compliment. And I thought about myself. I was like, I don't know how really to take them either. Like when people, it was like, you get that feeling, or it's like you like thank you, but it's like you wanna.
Would you think they lying? Like,
But that's a lesson for you. Like, I know sometimes, me personally, I think every woman, if there was women here, they would be like, yeah, that's true. When I look like a bum, I just be trying to go to the store with my kids. I might have some ethicas on, some pants that's below my ethicas, showing my boxers, a sports bra and a bonnet. They be like, yo, shorty. I be like, who, me? Me? Really? You see where I look? I'm the best catfish, y'all. But I just be like, you see the way I look? Are you talking to me? I be like, come on, sons, come on, kids. No, you not today. You fake news. But a lot of people be like, no, that's your beautiful self. You natural. I like that. Versus the girl walking around with all that makeup on. No offenses, I just don't do it. With all the makeup on, and you walking around high class. Okay, well, and that's the act. That's who you are. That's your brand. That's what you want people to see. People don't know the difference, though. It's a difference.
Mask.
But still, you think when the mask off, you're beautiful. That's why people are like, oh, fake news. I'm suing because this ain't her. This is not how I met her. No, show people who you are.
I seen some shit like that. Dude flew the girl in from out of town, and he had to hang up to her face like, hey, that ain't her. Showed the picture like that ain't her.
Yeah, but no, I just
disagree with you. I ain't showing you who I am. I'm skinny, so I'm not wearing skinny people clothes. I'm skinny jeans and all that, right? I'm not putting on a
it's not
small
about the
shirt.
clothes. Who are you as a person?
I know, as a person right there, though, a bunch of stuff I'm not about to show you. I'm not about to show people nothing.
Oh, he like
some people have
animals,
insecurities that
y'all.
they don't want nobody to know about. You know what I'm saying?
You gotta accept the person's flaws and all.
But you ain't got to, because some people ain't as strong as you.
Oh,
You know what
don't
I'm
come to me,
saying?
'cause
Like
I
people
tell you,
say,
I'm
like I tell my whole family, save money out of my 3 kids plus Jim. You know what I'm saying? Nobody saves money except for one. You can say it all day long, but you can't stop nobody from, and that's part of being them. So you're gonna tell them to stop being them because they have a habit. It's a habit. I love being beautiful. I'm gonna do this to take the trash out, and then you go out. That's who you are. So you're gonna strip them from being who you are because you want to see the real them.
No, some people are not who they are. Some people are camouflage, and that is who they want to be, but you aren't who you are because you haven't fixed and loved who you are to
I
be
raised
that
my children
person.
the same way here. You see the light skinned one? That's the one who's like, and I think in her, I don't know whether she knows she's beautiful. When she went to school, it's some pajama jams, pajama pants, pajama top, and some house shoes. That's how she went. But she's so fucking beautiful. My youngest daughter, she fresh to death. She fresh to death at work. She fresh to death everywhere you see her. Why are you on point? And you woke up like this. And you're not. But y'all, I raised y'all the exact same. You know what I'm saying? But there's
Some good number used to be some girls like
So
that.
that's who
Good.
she is, and this is who you're not. This is who you is.
So you saying one naturally fly, and the other one feel like she got to put her fly on.
No, one of them is just more bougie than the other. The other one is say, I don't care what kind of phone I got. The other one is like, it has to be an iPhone charger. Dad,
No,
what is
one
that?
is humble and one is materialistic. That's
Yeah, and see, that's the one. That's the one who she don't act like me, but she behaves like me. That's the one who's gonna save money. That's the one who gonna have stuff in her name with the credit and all that. I'm gonna watch
She
that.
the one that's
everything.
gonna save
Now the
everybody.
other ones, if you say, hey, give me $200, they broke. You know what I'm saying? Like the other one is like, okay, I'm gonna save because you don't know what tomorrow gonna look like. That's
Exactly.
the youngest one.
And that's how you should do it. She
Yeah.
should do it. But I teach all my kids to have a business. Have a business. That's something Caucasian and every other race teaches their
Wrong.
kids. We don't.
Right. Wrong. They don't. You better
Not
know
all
person
of them,
that.
but it's
See,
some,
here's the
some
thing about
people
it
that
here.
stand out.
What I got.
I know every white family I know, they already have
I'm a-
generational wealth. How many black families y'all have generational wealth?
It's a bunch. Watch this work. I'm gonna tell you where you're
How
wrong
many
with that.
big ones though? Answer the question. How many big ones?
You compare suburban rich white people to poor white people. I want poor black people. I want you to compare poor black people to poor white people. Go to Parsons Avenue. Go to the West Side.
They're worse than that.
Where the white people at with their own business? No, y'all out there zombies and y'all out there selling this and that. And you hate the police.
Those
y'all
are
the white niggas.
No, I can
They
see.
the white poor people.
I don't. Those are low vibrational people though, so I don't ever want to see those people.
I know a lot of people that you know what I'm saying.
And that's
I can call one right now. You know what I'm saying? Like you own your house. That dude owned his house at 24. You know what I'm saying? All because his brain was somewhere different. While we talking about hood, like that, he's a nerd dude. My son is a nerd. Like my oldest son, he's a whole nerd. So he don't care about fashion. He don't care about being fresh to death or nothing like that right there. He's just Jalen. Your shoes ain't even tied, little nigga. He a whole engineer. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want a car because you don't want to drive because of the statistics
he's
show
smart. He's smart.
how many car accidents happen. He didn't know how to ride a bike because the statistics show just how many people falling for bike. I'm like, nigga, how many people get back on a bike? You know what I'm saying? He just feared out.
So do you feel like you liked as a father?
No, I jumped on his team. You know what I'm saying? Like I sit up there and say the Big Bang Theory. You know what I'm saying? The little nerd dude on there, Sheldon. You know what I'm saying? That's who
I've
my
never
son
watched The
was.
Big Bang
So
Theory.
I had to turn into. We're gonna go to coastside. Yeah, we're gonna go to the Comic Con. There ain't no more football, boxing, and all that, because that's not your world. So now I'm gonna have to go into your world, and now I got to go into the nerd world, and I got to live Harry Potter, and I'm standing in the line for 4 hours for this bitch to sign some Harry Potter shit right there. You know what I'm saying? And it's cold outside. I got to do that because that's your world. You know what I'm saying? I had to turn into him.
I respect it, but again, a lot of black people do not worry about.
Because you know more black people than you know white people.
Because you too busy trying to be like
Southside Wrecking Crew.
People. I don't. Okay, so let's say this.
That's true.
I don't know those kind of people. I don't know. I'm sorry. I guess I was raised in a nice neighborhood with nice people. I don't knock nobody, but I don't care too much.
You ever heard of the Rockefellers?
So
Yes.
yeah,
But
they was dirt.
what I'm saying is this. In lineage wise, like now, generational wealth is big. Why now? It wasn't big when our parents was around. Like, be big. Leave your kids something. As long as you have a piece of land, you have a say. My mom has always taught me that. So I work hard to keep her
But you
say,
can't
her
put them-
legacy. Now, more black people do this. Now, say your grandmother came, she busted her ass for a house in Linwood. Them is big ass houses, right? Okay, so we up. Now, grandma passed away.
Right.
The house gets willed to you. Now, let's say you're a big time drug dealer, you lose the damn house. Now, why you, Mr. Talk It All, don't go save the house?
Can I explain that right here to you? You're comparing people, you know what I'm saying, who was, you know what I'm saying, suppressed and all that to people who were not suppressed. So you're comparing some black people who were suppressed. You can't vote, you can't get jobs. If you did get jobs, I'm not gonna make the same as the white
still
person.
not
So they
answering the
already got the
question, though.
money. They already had the money growing up in the 60s. They were doing generational wealth. And if you can't with these, because I'm gonna make sure you don't make no money. You're gonna be a renter your whole fucking life. And you keep doing that year after year after decade after decade after century after century. We're gonna make sure you poor. And then you gonna say, look at you niggas out here. Y'all ain't doing what the white people do. Y'all had motherfucking 400 years of head start. You know what I'm saying? That's why you can't. So if I got a house and I work my ass off and then I leave it to you, and let's say you got 4 kids by 4 different baby dads and they baby, and you struggling and I left the house to you and you can't even afford some of the shit that's, you know what I'm saying, the taxes on the shit right there, and then you go under, can I blame you? Because you started off with nothing. You comparing poor black people to people that started off with shit. That's what's so unfair about it.
No, because in the situation I just gave you, your grandma started off with the crib. So it was a family lineage, right or wrong?
And she had the same problems you had.
She passes.
Because she had a husband.
The house, no, sir. The house is paid off. So all you gotta do is pay the taxes. I know somebody lost the house. The taxes was only, 20 bands? Like, how the hell you lose that house?
Why you saying only 20 bands? There's so many people watching this like only 20 bands.
I'm saying
you
taxes.
only making $19 an hour.
Didn't we just go through where they was giving out free money to the government? So they was giving out checks because we was in COVID, right?
For that, yeah.
For COVID. It's a lot of people that got them PPP loans that wasn't doing shit. So you can't say that. Because
used it to catch up.
we had the time. There was some people that
I
did.
know a lot of
Some
people
people,
that paid
95% of the world ain't got their bodies done. No offense, y'all look real good, ladies. Y'all got y'all's body done. Half of y'all went and bought what drugs that y'all fucked up and fumbled. Let's be real.
And white people
Some
didn't?
of y'all, I'm not talking about them though. So now
I
you
know.
want to open it? Because
But you compared us to them. White people do this,
no,
this,
and
this,
that
and
I
black
didn't
people
compare
do
to
this.
nobody.
I know a lot of successful black people. The thing about it is, when I walk outside my whole life, all I see is niggas doing nigga shit. So I can only say this, what I see that niggas do. But when I start to get older and I'm in white neighborhoods, I'm like, y'all doing the same shit that fucking we do. All them cars in your backyard and shit, they don't work. They sitting on bricks. You put a real fucking couch on your motherfucking porch and shit. That motherfucker stink. I ain't sitting on that
mom wouldn't
motherfucker.
be
Poor
having that
white
shit.
people is just like us.
My mom ain't had no shit like that.
And they ain't got no out. Just because you white, just because you white,
My mom ain't had none of that shit.
I can't.
Yeah, poor white people is poor us.
So what I'm saying is we're losing houses and we're losing ourselves and we're losing what our ancestors and our grandparents worked hard for. I don't agree with this man, but I mean, so each his own.
You got
Because it
tunnel
can be an
vision.
argument.
You're looking at the
And
failures.
I
You're
just
not looking
feel
at
like
the successful
if
black
your
people.
grandma worked her ass off to get you a house, most people's grandparents didn't know how to read. Most people's grandparents came here from the South. Most people's grandparents can tell you things. If my grandmother worked her ass off to get a crib and we were luxury of to do this, I'm going to bust my ass to keep that crib. I'm not going to lose it or over some dumb shit. And I understand that shit happens in life. But all I'm saying is we need to work a little harder to keep what our family
Most of our grandparents were married or had to do
I'm gonna
with
tell
it.
you what.
Their
I'm gonna tell you
grandparents.
what I think can be. What is a big problem with that inheriting, like being able to have a house. What it's a good thing that this is just since you've been speaking about and since we have been talking about it,
Yes.
it's like when your grandparents go through what they did to get there. You know what I'm saying? Remember when we was growing up, when families were growing up, that you really didn't get an explanation about why something was going on, why something was being done, and shit like that. You know what I mean?
See,
we weren't. But I'm saying it's a select few, because a lot of times people say stuff about what they've been through, and I'm like, nah, that wasn't.
Yeah, that's me. I ain't know what government cheese was since I was 25.
Right, but I'm like, to teach the kids, it's like a lot of times the white people that are successful, Mexican, or I'm gonna say Latino, Latin, or whatever, and just different ethnicities. All those people that are successful at that level are teaching their children
And
along the way.
And most of them don't listen.
No, they are listening, and they are coming into
Ron
an
Reagan's daughter
inheritance.
didn't. I can name a whole bunch of successful people that their daughters.
But I mean, it's gonna be something right. Some not gonna listen. Some not gonna listen. Some gonna have a sibling that's the strong one to take care and make sure they on they shit right or something.
Like Steve Jobs, you came from a lower middle class family. They didn't understand that he was a genius. You gonna take the TV and hook it up to the motherfucking dishwasher and hook up all niggas stop fucking up the appliances and you in a rock and roll band and you in a rock and roll band and you a bully. Next thing you know what I'm saying, you take motherfucking, the computer shit to a whole fucking another level. You a genius, but you didn't come from your parents didn't put you was the oddball in the family. You were odd.
But he was the one that was gonna carry the family though.
Yeah, but who told him that? Who taught him that? Nobody. You was an irritant in the house.
But you're smart.
That boy's getting suspended and all kinds of shit.
That's one. I mean, everybody not going to be it, but I said a lot of the successful families of white people, and what I'm thinking. Well, I'm not thinking what I know. Black people don't support their kids like that. Black people don't teach their kids like that.
White people don't.
I have not excluded. What I said, all of the antithesies. I said
ethnicities, and everybody has a different.
Y'all know where I was going.
Exactly.
Y'all know where I was going.
My evaluation is this: poor people act alike, middle class people act alike, rich people act alike. So if you are looking at a poor black person, the way he's acting the same. That black person that stealing cable is not something black people do. That's something poor people do. So all races that's poor gonna steal some cable, electricity, and all that.
But I just think black people don't teach their kids
to the middle class.
Shit.
Now I will tell you this right here: if you grew up poor in the ghettos and all that, and if I gave you $100,000 and you moved to the suburbs, next thing you know, you gonna turn into a suburb person. Don't be blasting your music in this neighborhood. Cut your hand.
But does that make you a funny acting person?
No, you gotta now adapt to your surroundings now, because the suburbs ain't gonna let you do what you doing in the hood. Ain't no throwing trash on the ground. They don't know, pick that shit up and throw in the trash can.
What is a suburb now? Because you got Section 8 in the suburbs, so the suburbs ain't suburbs no more.
I know, and they don't like it.
Because now they're gentrifying. Because black people are
poor people, because poor people getting them Section 8s too, and they.
But
everybody from back in the day they had Section 8 in the suburbs.
Section 8 they now bought their houses and they're
Some of them have.
Some of them have bought their houses, but that's what I'm like. You are the company you keep at the end of the day. If you want to be low vibrational and keep low vibrational, that's cool. Just get the fuck from around me, because I'm going places. You cannot sit in a room and keep low vibration and vibe with high people. You can't do that, because that's going to off center. You have to manifest what you want, and manifestation is real. Some people don't. If you want to walk around like a zombie, then that's cool too. That's what you do. But you do that over there, not with me. You have to have that mentality with you. You have to be what you want to be. You have to project it. And a lot of people project their reality on you. A lot of people have problems with that now.
It's 80% more white people on welfare than there is black people. You know what I'm saying? So that means there's 80% more white people that's getting Section 8 than there is black people. When white people get their Section 8, they move away from the West Side hood area because they don't want their family. That's the same thing black people do. We move out of the area. You know what I'm saying? I live in Canal Winchester now. Now you and your mannerisms, because everybody can't turn into suburbs overnight. You just brought that negative. The Parsons Avenue, Lincoln Park, wherever the fuck you brought that shit to the suburbs now. You know what I'm saying? Now you fucking it up. We seen it with Brighton Road. That's a suburb. You know what I'm saying? That whole Franklin Park area. They had that Section 8 there, and poor people, not black people. Like I said, poor people act alike. I know a whole lot of people that's black that live in the suburbs, and it's like, that dude act black, but he's not black. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's like the dude that played Carlton. You know what I'm saying? How he acts right there, because he don't act. You can take 100 poor people, poor kids, and put them in a room. Probably 15 of them will make it to be something. Other than that, the rest of them is going to still be poor. It's you as an individual.
But it's also your mentality and what your parents speak life. You have to speak life into your kids. Your kids is fucked up for you.
No.
That's generational curses.
I have
Either
an
you
empathy.
gonna break a
My empathy
generational
level
curse or
is
you gonna let the
different than
curse keep cursing. What you gonna do?
I know people that sat up there and said, I know a person that said, I go to school. I said, if you don't have to go to school every day, it was 2 kids. Why did y'all go? It's 9 of y'all, but only 2 kids go to school. He said, because I don't want to be my mom. You cannot teach kids shit. Your kids can look at you as a parent like, I don't want to be this. You know what I'm saying?
But you should always teach your kids to be better.
So they go away. And I don't care. Even farmers' kids, like, I don't want to be a farmer in my life. Your parents got money, but you don't want to stay in this. You don't want to stay in this town and be a farmer. A farmer's kid don't want to be a farmer.
Say how you say it.
I don't want to be a farmer. My whole life.
Oh, you put too much jazz on it.
Oh, it is, right?
But
So they go out
I
to
mean,
the
you're
city.
going to get burnt out.
Yeah.
If you're a farmer, you're going to get burnt out. You can't say that. Because if you're a farmer, that means you're waking up every day at 6, you washing cows, milking cows, running goats. Nobody wants to do that when you get older because you done got burnt out of it.
But if I'm your
But
parents.
if I was a farmer's kid, knowing the market now, I'm going to go grow some weed on that damn
Own it,
thing.
own it, I'm on it, I'm on the street.
Boy beats.
Own it,
Man, I told y'all niggas y'all ain't ready, man. We can't be stopped.
On the strip.
Slaughterhouse Entertainment.